Hey, yo, what's good? This is Tyler Marr, and that is,
Winters
and this is,
talking shit with TNT.
hey, what's up? What's up? Once again, we back on a Zoom meeting. Schedules again. Got fucked up. Gotta do what we gotta do. All right. So, two, how was your week?
Well, I mean, to look at me, if to look at me, think I done been through hell and back.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is I mean, should we get into it or should we wait?
Get into it. Get into it. Do what you gotta do.
Okay, so as I have said before, I have pulmonary fibrosis since the cannula, and I also have scleroderma. Okay, little rare disease, autoimmune disease, and I think I put a meme up the other day. I put a meme up and it said, some days I feel relatively normal, and other days I feel like a can of busted biscuits.
Mm. Yeah, you did say that.
Because that's pretty much me. Like some days I'm going through life is great. And then other days, the rain comes. Literally, the rain comes out the sky and poof, and you now have a flare up of
Yeah.
rheumatoid arthritis or scleroderma or some type of mess. And now you will pay. You will
Well, at
pay.
least you got up and you're still able to do this. Doing your thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, this rain's been a downer for the week. Well, but it's not that bad. At least we can get the snow. Hi, New Jersey.
I don't
Anyway,
like snow anyway.
I don't
If
like
it
snow
snows,
either.
somebody would have to go buy my groceries and everything because I'm not I'm not about to do it.
I'm not a big snow person either, and I grew up in it, so it's not like something that I don't know. I just don't like it. Fuck it. It's not one of those things that I'm into doing. I could have just put the regular thing up. Oh well, I learned for next time. Anyway, there's a lot been going on since the last time I spoke to you. Cardi B came out with a new song.
You said Cardi B.
Yes, she did.
And what's the name of the song?
Up,
Up.
up.
Like the cartoon movie Up with the balloons
Nah,
up in there.
nah, it's not like that. But it's a song called Up. It's pretty popular. You know what I'm saying? People tend to like it. But
Mm.
the biggest drama with the song is just gotta represent the city, Camden, New Jersey. You know what I mean? But the thing is though, the song actually seems like it plagiarized.
Plagiarizes whom?
Like it plagiarizes the hook to another song from somebody from Camden. You know,
Uh-huh.
now these are young bulls from Camden. They call themselves Mere Pesos and Mere Fontaine. I don't know what the fuck Mere mean, but whatever.
Mm.
And they came up with a song called Stuck a couple months ago.
Uh-huh.
And if you hear the song, they both sound the same. Like, she might have changed like a little bit of words to it. And the beat, like you listen to the beat, she got professional beat people, so they add a little extra to it. And I don't know. To me, people love the song, and you ain't gonna never stop nobody from loving the song. But to me, it just looked like a bad look. You know what I'm saying? Because their songs sound exactly the same, and they had a big controversy over it, kind of. It probably died down now because it is what it is. They probably handled it behind the scenes, but it was a to me the Camden version was a good song, and I might be a little biased, you know what I mean, because Camden, but I don't know. I just feel like as a star, that's why I always say that when you got your own music and stuff like that, I mean, sometimes you can't really explore yourself like that because a lot of times people gonna take from you because you're not nobody. And what ended up happening was they were nobodies, not like that because everybody's somebody, but they were not famous as Cardi B is. And I guess somebody just said, okay, we're gonna just steal their shit and then just go on about it, you know, or
I
you know,
wonder if that's how it
allegedly,
actually played out.
allegedly.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if that's how it actually played out. Because you know, with record in the record business, you could like sell your stuff to somebody and not get writer credits. So
Mm-hmm.
he might have got mad because he didn't get writer credits for the song, and then been like, "Oh, well, she stole it, but you got paid for it, bro."
See, here's the thing. It's basically the hook of the song that's really the same. I mean, you can hear the elements of the beat in the song,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like you can't hear that. But it's basically the hook that you hear the most, you know. And the hook is if it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. Now, mind you, I ain't never hear no motherfucking saying like that before. But apparently, niggas in New Orleans been saying that shit forever. And there's in other people rap songs. But the thing that got me was the fact that not that you use the words because fuck it, everybody got words, you know what I mean? That they use that we all use the same thing, like that's right, or all that bullshit. Know what I'm saying? You know, that's a word people use all the time. But it's just the fact that the way you say it, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
they play both these videos side by side, and you literally can play them both side by side, and they're on key with each other. So you couldn't do that. Yeah, it is what
I
it
mean,
is.
but you can if you buy it. That's what I'm saying. Like some people only write music. Okay, some people like Beyonce's the To the Left song that was written by Neo.
Yeah, I know
So
that.
I'm like some people actually before they get big are writers, and what do you know? Boom, to boom. They get paid for their song, but they don't get no writer credits because they're not big time.
Yeah.
Which if you got paid for it, there's no use you sitting up here being like, she stole my shit and go cry about it. I don't know how the story goes, but I mean, for Cardi B not to be acting like she's stressed over it, that's what I would think that it was.
I mean, shit. What the fuck you want to do? You can't really be stressed over the fucking. I mean, on her end, you can't really show like you stressed. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I mean, to be real with you, old boy wasn't really stressed over it either. You know what I mean? It was just the fact that it just come off like whoa. You know what I mean? But apparently, this is something that people do all the time. So it's
Yeah,
not that big of a deal that people take
they really do.
still from.
Like really
Well, yeah, they
a
steal
lot.
from lower artists all the time. I don't know. And but I do gotta say this though, with all the publicity that he have received from this incident, you go on YouTube, his views have went up tremendously. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, I like his song or I like his version of the song better because I don't know. I think Cardi B version is a little bit poppy to me. That's just what it is.
A
But
little bit what? What's the word you
poppy,
saying? Huh?
like a pop song.
Oh, I mean, cause she kind of does pop. Like she got some hard rugged shit, but she does pop. Like she does that.
Yeah, she do. I mean, and I think this they took it from a hard song and made it a pop song. You know, what I mean, and like I said, I love. Don't get me wrong. I think Cardi B is like one of my favorite entertainers. So it's not me like trying to diss Cardi B or nothing like that. She's one of
Mm-hmm.
my favorite entertainers. It's just the fact that when you hear that, it's like really, like oh man.
But
But
wasn't it her? It was her, or maybe it was Nicki Minaj. It was one of them. They got in trouble for that. Not in trouble, but they were put on a spotlight for that before. So
yeah, it was
I'm
her.
like, huh?
Oh no, she had trouble with that before. People have been saying that for a while about her.
But they said, I mean, there's people called ghostwriters that they get paid for. They just don't get the credit.
And
But that's
but
your
no,
job.
yeah, these dudes didn't get paid for it or get the credit. Like they didn't even get paid for it. You know what I mean? You know,
But is it been factual? Has it been said they didn't get paid for it?
that's what they say. They never got paid for it. Like
Um,
literally, Cardi says that she never even heard of the niggas, and that the song came out. Like she said that she did it on live, like on August 7th. She was rapping the verse on live, but in the meantime, Old Boy song came out on the 6th of August. So it's like, you know, they're gonna work that shit out though, and somebody gonna get paid, somebody not gonna get paid, whatever. But you know what I mean? But it did put my man name on a map, you know what I mean? So he went from having like 6,000 views to over 160,000 views in a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
ain't the 5 million that Cardi got, but he ain't Cardi. But people still like his shit, and he's doing well in his little underground shit. So ain't no big deal on that. That
You
was
got it.
really it on that. You know,
Got the clout.
did we watch? You watched the Super Bowl this weekend? Yes, you did.
I I did. I did watch the Super Bowl after having to put my fingers to work to twist somebody. Y'all, let me tell you, this motherfucker right here came during the Super Bowl at a family get together
Yep.
for me to
My
twist
hair
his hair.
twist.
Like when he said it last time, and I said, nope, I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not doing it. He came anyway,
Yes, I did. Got
and
it
I twisted
twisted.
his hair.
She hooked it up too, yo.
He
My
paid.
hair
He paid
grew.
for it though.
Oh yeah.
He did pay for it, y'all. He paid for
Anyway, yeah, I paid for it, but oh, I don't know. It was good. I mean, the game was it was bad.
it. They played that to the T. Like let's give it to him for the one time. And I was just like, you know,
It
I could have
busted.
stayed at home and took a nap.
Yeah, I could have not got pulled over, but
You did what? Oh, you did get pulled over?
hell yeah, I got pulled over. What shit? The motherfuckers. I stopped in the middle of the road. I was going to turn the fuck around, but by the time I decided to turn around, the motherfuckers was on my ass. I was like, shit. Checkpoint. I don't leave my house with my wallet and shit. These motherfuckers like checkpoint. Shit. Here you go. We're trying to make
Mm-mm-mm.
sure that people ain't driving home drunk. Fuck you, nigga. Motherfucker, fuck that. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say this. That was a cool cop. That we had a good time talking while they were running my name and making
Was
sure I
he
ain't
white
get
or
pulled.
black?
White dude.
Was
But
he tall and skinny?
no, he was tall though, but he was like a heavy set white dude. He was
Oh,
mad
okay.
cool. I wish I knew his name. He was talking about the job and stuff. He knew he conducted the stop where it took away all the nervousness and all the angst that you would have in a traffic stop. You know what I mean? He did. If I was going to say anything, he did what he did in the way you were supposed to do it. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
that's
I do give him credit on
promising.
that. You know what I
That's
mean?
promising for because you were in Norwood, right?
I was in Norwood, like literally
Yeah,
at the gates.
that is shocking to me because we our cops don't have that type of
This
reputation.
this guy right here, he was really on as a good level. Like I fucks with him. Like I was like, wow, like
Hmm.
he really didn't come off like an asshole. Like it was really good. You know what I mean? He took my information, gave me whatever it needed, told me what I need to do to get it better. We talked about my job, talked about what's going on, talked about free steaks and all that shit. But you know what I'm saying? It was like,
Who got free steaks?
I'll tell you later. But anyway,
What?
but you know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that, he handled that stop where he took away the angst of being stopped by a cop. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
you know how you usually get stopped like, oh my God, fuck. You know what I mean? He was like real cool. He wasn't an asshole about it. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing really hide in my car. So I was really straight with that. But he was real cool about it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he really made that stop okay. Other than the fact that I got a ticket. But but I wasn't like he made sure that when I left, I wasn't mad that I got a ticket. You know what I mean?
No, that's good. You found one
And
that was a people. I don't think I've been stopped by him before.
you may not. You may not. He was like Tuesday, like he was mad cool, like for real. Like he was real mad cool.
I
You know
got
what I
stopped
mean?
by a newbie who told told my mom that that we didn't stop at the stop sign, but
Mm-hmm.
he was the one that was at the stop sign. I'm like, well, we're supposed to stop and when it's our right to go. And I
Mm-hmm.
got argumentative.
Well, I did
My
not get.
mother, on the other hand,
I did
stayed
not get
calm, which
argumentative.
is, huh?
I did not get argumentative.
I did because I'm like, how are you gonna tell what stop sign where we supposed to stop at? Like, you tell me that. What
This
stop
juice.
sign were we supposed to stop at? Tell me. And he
Hey.
told me at the road that he was at. I said, sir, I know this road. That road is where you were parked at
Mm-hmm.
that stop sign. It's
Yeah.
not a four-way, baby.
Oh,
Because I
so
felt
yeah.
like he was younger than I was. I was like, four-way, baby.
Hey, child, you are too young to be trying to pull me
Exactly.
over.
Do your job.
Yeah.
Come
I've been
on off
around
my
this.
face.
I've been around this way for years. You just getting old enough to even drive, baby.
I'm like, I don't even know who you are. Who's your parents?
Who your parent is, But like, all right, so it was crazy, because I got home and Tom Brady won another Super Bowl. Now go Tom. Anyway, Tom Brady won another Super Bowl. Now he was in New England. He won 6 with Bill Belichick, and one of the commentators stated that that the reason why Tom wanted to leave New England, sometimes you have to leave somebody because you're drained, your energy is gone. And mind you, in New England, he had a lot of success. He won 6 championships, been in 9 Super Bowls, only lost 3, which is pretty good. Went to the EAGLES, go Eagles. Anyway, you have a lot of success with this one person. And he decided that, what, as much success as I had with him, I'm ready to move on and do my own thing. And I'm not going to say I took this for myself because I'm not the one who came up with this subject matter. A friend of mine's on Facebook, I used to work with him. He put up there, and I'm going to grab the gist of it. He said, Tom Brady left because he said that he was feeling mentally drained. Could you be in a relationship with one person for a long period of time drain you from when you first started? And I had to think about that. I said, you know what? He may have a point. What do you think?
I mean, there's many points, but like some people, I think when we talked about it earlier, you were like, well, some people they like steak, but they don't want steak every day. I said, but there are people that eat steak every single day.
Yeah, you did point
Or
that out.
there's people that like chicken, but they don't like chicken every day. I said, but there are people that like chicken and they
Yeah,
eat chicken every single day. So
yeah.
it's like there's either the people that need that time away, they know when the time has been spent, and they know that they still love that person or they still care. And so they take a little tiny break and then they come back. Or the ones that say, you know what, it isn't gonna work and we gonna split. Or it's the ones that I like you and I'm always gonna like you.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And I think that's just the traces of relationships. Um, when you actually sit there and you look at a relationship, I feel like you know, the sky's the limit of what you want to do. Now, whether it's right or wrong to, you know, after your energies have been expended and you want to, go recharge somewhere else in a relationship, I'm just gonna let you know right now, men folks, you're gonna come back and some gonna get cut off because women, not all women are like this. Not all women will be like, you have to know what type of person you're with. There a lot of women, there's not gonna be no recharging elsewhere, buddy. You better recharge,
You know
you
what
better
though?
go
See,
find
but
yourself out in the
see,
back room.
see that now. I don't want to cut you off, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the man is the only one who may need to be the recharging. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you put it in that sense, when you put it in that sense, more than likely in a relationship, who is going to want to dip out? And this is a stereotype. This is a stereotype.
It's a stereotype,
So
but it's not real.
I know it's not, it's per se.
Okay.
per se, it's not real. Because more than likely men will dip out and energize and they'll stay right on in that relationship. But a woman typically, there are women out here that can dip out and come back in just like ain't nothing ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then there's women that if they dipping out, they figure, well, why do I need you?
You're right.
And they keep it moving. Most of the time, it's the women that's if I gotta dip out, I don't need your ass, and they keep it moving.
And that's true. And I don't know. I just feel, and you know what? It's not. That's true too. But Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. You know, and I have been in a relationship where the woman felt like she was done. And the difference is when a woman is done, she's done.
Yeah. Mhm.
But you know, when a man's done, he weighing his options, but you kind of know what you got at home and you don't know. Like men are kind of scary when it comes to certain shit, and sometimes change is hard for a man. Whereas when a woman is done and when she feel like she found something that's better, she gonna run to that. But I don't know. In a way, I feel like as I got older, and this might get me in trouble, but whatever. As I got older, I feel like love is not what I grew up knowing it as. You know what I mean? And just because you are not compatible, just because your relationship may not be the best or may not be working or anything like that, doesn't mean that you don't love the person that you're with. You know what I mean? I also learned that, it's real that people do go through changes, you know, and it's nothing that had to do with that other person. Sometimes you can grow together and sometimes you can grow apart. And it's not because that other person was a bad person or bad in a relationship. It's just the fact that you as a person ideals have changed and the other person that you with ideals may not be on the same accord as yours. And it's not that other person is either one of you are bad people. It's just the way things go as you grow. You know what I mean? Because, I've grown and I have seen different things. You can't tell me I was who I was 5 years ago. Shit, no less than 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm constantly changing and constantly trying to do things and constantly seeing myself. You know what I mean? Like something small, like shit. 5 years ago, you couldn't get me to go on fucking airplane. And guess who flew out of Miami by himself?
Yeah, you did. I'll hop on a plane in a minute.
But
I don't like people.
no, that was my first flight ever, and I promise you, I was so you could not get me on a flight. You couldn't. You can give me money. It was no way in
Hold up,
hell.
hold up, hold up. So you mean to tell me every time you came from New Jersey
I
before
drove.
then?
I drove.
Oh hell no. Nah. Hell
I,
no.
I drove.
I only took
Either
me
I
one time
drove
to
or I took the
drive halfway
bus.
across the country.
I took the bus. I took the train, or I drove a car. I never.
Oh fuck no. Mm-mm. Nope.
No, yeah, I drove. Every time I came down here, I drove.
Hell
So
no. How did you by yourself?
basically, yeah.
Nah, hell no.
Basically, I drove by myself. I would get in my car and I would drive down from I-95 all the way down to 85 and go. If I wanted to get here, I get off at 85. If I wanted to go to like Wadesboro, I would go all the way down 95. Like I would drive down here by myself. Easy.
Nope.
No, it sucked like hell. But I would drive down here. I never fucking flew a day in my life until last year. Last September.
Oh hell no. I told well, I got see if we go like a family vacation
Mm-hmm.
and then like all the adults are driving, my ass goes to sleep real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like pop some melatonin and I'm asleep because guess what? I'm not motherfucking driving. I don't want to drive. Now, if I have to drive and I'm going by myself, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I've driven to Florida and back by myself.
You wouldn't drive
But
with you just selfish.
huh?
You just selfish. That's what it
If I
is.
got other people that can drive, baby, they driving. Don't say, oh, Summer's your turn. I'm asleep.
Nah, no, I drove it. Like, so I was petrified of flying. And every time I thought to myself, I would take a plane. Guess what always happened? Pew, pew. There was always a fucking accident. So I was always scared to fly. It wasn't until I was, until last year, I was like, fuck it. If I die, I die. I want to go to Miami. I've never been to Miami before. And if I want to go to, I want to do what I need to do. And I ended up going down there, had a decent time, got on the plane, scared as hell. Ain't no scarier feeling than when that plane actually got the fuck off the ground. And I had the window seat, so I got to see my ass in the air. Pause. Uh, pause. Anyway.
I like it though. I like looking down at the clouds
No,
and the
no.
carpet of
I
clouds.
like it now. But like that first 10 minutes when I was by the window, we took off, I was like, oh my God, I'm in the air. And then after a while, I started looking outside. It was so cool because everything looked so small and so miniature. It was like, wow, this is like, we really ain't shit. We are really ants in this fucking universe for real. Like, we
Oh
are
yeah,
tiny.
for real.
We are really tiny. We think we big shit and we real tiny. you know. But that just brings on my point of like constant change as people, you know. And I feel like in this age of life, in this age of technology that we live in,
Hmm.
it's and I know they say that people are breaking up more and stuff like that because I think you're more how can you say how can I say it? You're more open to seeing other things other than yourself than you was say 20, 30, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like your grandparents, all they knew was the neighborhood and maybe, certain people, and don't get me wrong, they crept back then too. But it's just the fact that all you knew was like, we live in Albemarle. All you knew was Albemarle. That all the people you see was Albemarle. You
Hmm.
might go to Charlotte or something like that, but to really go around and travel, you know what I mean? And like even what we're doing now, we are on the web, so we're connected to more people. And
Right.
I think that connectivity to people really opens up all your options. And sometimes that somebody will be love to hear this. You can never be satisfied, Hamilton. And
That was not me.
you know, and it's just so much stuff that you constantly see. You're always connected to a whole life that it's kind of hard to be like, this is all I want. You know what I mean? You know, it's easy to be committed, and it's easier to be committed when that's all you have, as all you see. What are you doing?
Turning off a phone.
Mm. It's easier to be committed that way when there's nothing around you, but it's harder. Then times were different too. Like I feel like the family role, right or wrong, really played a real big position in how the family stay together. Dad was home, dad was at work working, mom was at home raising the kids. They come together, they may eat at dinner, dad fall asleep, mom take the kids to bed, she fall asleep with them, then dad go back to work the next day, and that was a constant cycle. But then on the weekends, y'all all go out and stuff like that. Nowadays, man, the way shit costs now, man, I find myself working a lot more than I feel like we should. And I feel like, even when I look around now and look at rental properties in a small country ass town like Albemarle, and they talking about $1,300 for a 3-bedroom. What the fuck? Like, come on, man. I'm in the South. Ain't shit over here. Only the biggest store we got down here is fucking Walmart. You telling me 1,800 to live in a motherfucking 3-bedroom house in Albemarle? You fucking crazy. Ain't nothing. I gotta drive an hour away just to get to the city. And I don't even agree with that for Charlotte prices. And real talk, it seems like those prices went up in the past 5 years.
Oh, they have. Because where are you trying to go to? You must be trying to go to like Anderson Ridge or somewhere.
No,
Or
no,
you
no,
talking
no,
about
no, no. I mean, I haven't been going nowhere. I'm just been looking around, period.
uh,
And I'm telling you, the housing down here, I ain't talking about apartment, I'm talking about housing. The housing down here for a rental home It's like 800 for a 2 bedroom and over $1,000 for a 3.
The last house that I was at in Albemarle, I paid $550 for a month.
And how long ago was that?
$550, 3 bedroom, 1 bath.
How long ago was that?
That was in 2013.
I'm telling you, all that shit went up.
Mm.
We moved into our old apartment in off of 3rd Street. When we moved in, it was $550. I think that apartment now about $800. So, I just feel like family roles now, it makes it almost impossible where only one person is working, two people are working. And let's be real, especially when you're dealing with people at work. I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, let's go to the next subject. Almost said too much. But
what would you finna ready to say?
Not me personally, but it just like when most people who end up do strain usually end up straying with people they work with because that's all who you are around. You know what I mean? But you wish this person at work for longer than you are in your house with your family. Like
a lot of times.
Huh?
I said a lot of times.
A lot of times. You know what I mean? Then you gotta make that overtime and shit like that. So, that's the hardness of being in a relationship in this day and age where you're constantly working and there's a mixture of the sexes, unlike back in the olden times where most of the men work and all the women were now, like I said, I ain't saying that's right for cheating or that's what people did back then.
I don't know how far long ago. I know both of my grandparents worked. Matter of fact, all of my grandparents worked.
Yeah, my grandparents worked too, but that was like what 60s, 70s. I'm talking about like 40s and 50s. You know what I mean? For the most part,
My grandparents were alive then.
Yeah, mine were too.
They were adults. Then.
I don't know about mine. She had to be because she died at 90. That was 5 years ago. But
yeah, they was all I ever knew was that my people's work. My grandmother, even after she had retired, was still going and cleaning white folks' houses. And she used to take me and my cousin.
And see, and that's a good work ethic. I'm just saying, it just was it's a harder time of doing it with all the stuff going around, but as we also seen, I say this before, I probably said it in an earlier show, COVID is really, really causing a lot of strife and stress in people's lives. I'm not even talking about relationships, but like lives. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in the house for about literally, if you work from home, you're in the house all day long. You barely go anywhere. Your whole form of life is past. We would never ever again live a life where we're not walking around with a fucking mask.
It seemed like it. I had mine on too earlier today. Mm-hmm. I had it on because I'm like, I just sit up here and like chill. Because we haven't had not one show with a mask. And him and I haven't sat right beside each other. So it's just like, yeah, we was not, we act like we Cardi B and we done got all these damn tests taken every fucking week to make sure we don't have the vid. Yeah. But nah.
You know what? I'm not, I don't know. I don't get overly concerned about getting it though. That's like my problem.
I do. I do. I remember you telling me, nah, man, I gotta. But see, if I bring it home, I can't go out to the. I was in there like, just stay home, bro. Just stay home. Be safe. I was telling everybody, stay home.
I know.
I can't get it. Look, I already got one foot over here, the other over there, in the other side over here.
Yeah.
No, I can't get it. And then they talk about that second shot. Like it's like the first shot was like sugar water. Yeah. Put this sugar water in your arm. You're gonna feel a little something. And then that second shot is the real shit. The people are like, oh, my body hurts. I'm in pain. And I'm like,
I thought about getting it though.
Shit, people start falling out and raising back up. I ain't getting shit. I'm gonna go. My first plan is to drive my van to the middle school and steal a bus and go run into a we're gonna take about 3 buses because I have 3 kids. We all gonna be able to drive. Gonna get on the bus, run a bus into the store. Go. That bus is gonna pull all the groceries in, and then back out, and we all gonna meet up at another location. And I'm taking one of the fuel cards. I'm gonna go
Mm.
up there to the switch car and get the fuel card. So we're gonna live on the bus. We're gonna wait this
Yeah,
thing
look,
out.
I have no fear of it. I don't want to die from it, but I don't know. I just don't have the fear of it.
I just got a plan in my head. They're trying to make these zombies come to real life. And I'm all for it. Go ahead on and do that. What you gotta do.
Mm,
But I have a plan.
mm. I don't know.
And my plan is going to work.
I mean, and to be, my thing is, I'm gonna be a little bit transparent. I ain't gonna lie. For the past couple of weeks, I feel like I was depressed.
You felt like you were depressed?
Mhm.
Now, I'm always saying I'm depressed.
I
What was
know.
you depressed?
I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, like why I was feeling so down, but it was like I was feeling down, and just being in the house or like the freedom, and I don't know. And so a part of it is I know, like a part of it is sometimes I want more,
Just be
and
content with where you're at.
I'm not content right now. But I can't do nothing either because basically there's nothing to do.
Well, you know what I would say if you were religious once
Mm,
again.
yeah.
That's God. And when God makes you feel that way, that means that it's time for you to bust on out, make a move, da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that typically means. It means that you feeling like you shouldn't be right there, doing whatever you're doing right then and there, then you need to make a bust a move.
I I mean I know what I know that I need to make a move, but I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
normally, if I was a Christian folk, I would tell you to pray about it and see what the Lord has placed upon your heart.
I'll do this. I'll meditate on it. How's that?
I'm gonna put my healing hand on you. The healing hand.
Nah, nah, I'm gonna think about it though. I'm gonna think about it. You know what I mean? And figure it out. But you know, I don't know. I just think that especially now, I feel like people are so cabin. What's it called? Cabin
Cabin fever.
sickness, cabin feverish. You know what I mean? People, and then the people around you get on your nerves too. You know what I mean? Kids start getting on your nerves. Your spouse get on your nerves. You
No,
know, but you're not in that. But I'm just saying in general, people start getting on your nerves, and it's like I really don't want to deal with this motherfucker today. I really don't want to deal with these damn kids today. I'm fucking frustrated. You know, especially when you're working from fucking home. Because if you're working from home, that means you're dealing with some customers, and customers
yep,
don't give a fuck about what the fuck you going through. They will
no.
liable to go around and curse you the fuck out.
But this is the one. See, look, I'm one of those. I'll be like, if they want to fire me over a phone call, that I just so happen to curse someone out. Okay, I was having a bad day. Hey, they ran up on the wrong person today.
Yep.
I
And I
tried to
know
tell
that.
them.
I always feel like that. I feel like sometimes you're just having a bad day. I know with me, it's been a bad couple of days, you know what I mean? I'll pick myself up, but still, it's just the fact that, as people, I don't think we're not supposed to be shut up in the house like that. We're communal creatures, you
Yeah,
know. For the most part, I've always felt like if you can say, I don't need people, I can sit in the house all day by myself, I'm good, then something's wrong with you. You're crazy. You're gonna blow up the whole world.
well, supposedly Capricorns love being in the house by themselves. And
Yeah,
supposedly cancers do too.
maybe. Y'all crazy.
My children are cancers and they like they're teenagers now, so they're starting to, venture out and wanna you
Mm-hmm.
know, party and this and that and the
Mm-hmm.
third. But when they were like 10, 11, 12, if I
Same.
say, oh, we're gonna go to such place or somebody's house, I'm just gonna stay home, mom.
But it was the same thing as with same thing with Scorpios. They like to be in the house. Geminis are not like built like that. I'm going to tell you this now. Geminis want to go. They want to do shit. You know what I mean? Sagittarius, they want to get up and they want to do shit. Aquarius, same shit. Leo, same shit. We want to get up and we want to have fun. Like, life is too short to, I don't know, be wasting this in the house watching TV all night. I'm sorry.
But I'm content. Like some days I want to go out. I don't know. It's like, so I was raised by a Virgo and a
Yeah.
Libra.
Hold on. Pause it real fast. All right, we can back to the show. Now, this is the cool part about using the Zoom is you can actually stop and record. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna stop your record, but when I call.
but yeah, like I said, I don't know. It just and have you said you felt depressed too?
Yeah,
All
but I
right.
feel depressed for a different purpose though. Mine is my sickness, and it's putting more on myself than I probably should be.
Mm-hmm.
I feel at times
I feel like that too. I'm just gonna agree with
I
you.
spread myself
Mm,
a little too thin sometimes.
I feel like that you do that too, for real. But I don't know. I think I'm starting to look it up, but I think maybe we need to speak to. I may need to speak to a psychologist myself, which is hard for me to admit because I'm always happy.
I'm
But
not always happy. I
yeah,
may I may seem that way, and I can fake it like the best of them. I'm not always happy, and you know that too. Because I'll
yeah,
be like, I have
yeah.
something I can say.
I'm always happy per se, but there's a lot of stuff that I need to work on and I need to deal with and stuff I need questions I need to ask and ways I need to vent and talk to too. And I feel like in my life, I think as black people, we don't admit that we're depressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
We
course we
always
don't.
think that being depressed, we gotta be strong and walk through it. You know what I'm saying? And we may be need to be medicated. I mean, shit. When I first broke up with my ex-wife, and I got really depressed, the doctor gave me some pills, prescribed me pills, and I felt better for that little time taking those pills. Of course, I lost the prescription, I lost the pills, and I haven't taken them ever since like 6 years ago. But
Yeah,
because I'm irresponsible. But it's just the fact that as black people, we don't take we always want to be strong when we're not that strong, or not even that we're not that strong. It's okay to be
we're
weak.
human.
It's okay to be human. And I really feel like, especially with black women, it's always like y'all make sure that it's not okay to be it's okay to be human, you know, but and it's okay not to try to put too much on yourself. And
Yeah,
I'm
because
learning
I,
that.
I I took advantage of that. I remember you said you agreed with me when
Mm-hmm.
I think I said it the other day. I felt like depressed. I felt like he was like, "Yeah, you do think yourself out too much." But guess what I said today?
But
So my kids wanted to bring after the fourth, because there's three of them.
yeah,
One more makes a fourth teenager
yeah,
in my house.
yeah,
And remember all the things that happened beforehand when
yes,
I had over four teenagers in my house.
yes.
I told my son was like, "Well, I want such and such to come over," and I was like, "No, you already got your four. It's you three and a one another person.
Yeah,
That's it. Ain't nobody else coming over here because I need my peace, and I'm
exactly.
going to
There's
protect
nothing
my
wrong
peace
with
this
that.
year."
You know what I mean? And we also got to when somebody trying to offer us our piece, we need to take that. You know what I'm saying? So, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, but well, Miss Tuesday, I know we got into a nice little discussion today. I got to figure out what I want to title this. Mm, any ideas come to mind, you hit me up on that. But, this was a good talking. You know what I mean? We figure out what we're going to talk about next week. Hopefully, you'll feel better. And
Hopefully, we'll see.
we'll see the setup that we have next week. I got an idea. I want to have it all green screen. But my thing is, though, I want to make sure that we have our, we're gonna have we gotta find our own logo. You know what I mean? And we're gonna use this green screen I got behind me for our logo. It's gonna be talking shit with TNT. You know what I mean? With that. But you know what I'm saying? So as always, I know I should have said it in the beginning. If you catch this by accident or you've been scrolling through the web, we entertain you having a good time or whatever, just hit that subscribe button, click that like button, hit us up, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, get us out there to speak to more people, you know. So, you know, let us get out there. If you got a topic that you want to talk about, we ain't professionals, so don't
Please don't.
definitely don't. You know what I mean?
Please don't.
If you
I
agree
think they
with
should
us,
put
then
this
you
on
agree. You're gonna do what you're gonna do anyway. But we are definitely not professionals. We don't have psychology degree. We just two motherfuckers talking shit,
all day.
all day. That's all we do. So you know what I mean. So I'm gonna end it off like this. I'm Tom Lamar. That is over there,
2 winters
and we are.
talking shit with TNT.
I'll catch up. All right.